After hanging out with some 2K fans, I headed downtown to meet up with NBA2K Asia content creator RD. We met back at Community Day in LA, and we reconnected while here in Tokyo for the games.
There's a huge population of people playing basketball in China. And I'm pretty sure there was a lot of people who love to play NBA 2K in China, but does not know how to play correctly. And that's why I started making 2K content.
I heard that a lot of players, 2K players in China, play 2K because of you.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that's such an honor. I want people.
Well, you got to expect a low-scoring game tonight, Grant. Two terrific defensive clubs fighting to lock each other down.
Both these teams are elite on the defensive end. These guys won't be making it easy out there. When there's lots of stops, lots of forced turnovers, it can be very difficult to find a scoring rhythm.
All right, now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Crowder and Ayton, the bigs. Landry Shamet is out there with Chris Paul, and it's Bridges in at small forward. Outside Curry. They get it back. Here's Covington. Oh, rejected by Ayton. And so the ball out of bounds. Ayton touched it last. And it's time to take another look at that powerful block.
And that kind of rejection early on energizes your squad. The coaching staff just loves this kind of hustle.
Here's Wiggins. Ooh, tough possession there. They stayed with it. Just couldn't make the shot.
After a couple of injury-plagued seasons where they missed the playoffs, the Warriors have returned to their winning ways, and just how impressive has that been?
Here's Ayton. Nice dish, and the layup goes down.
The defense so concerned with Shamet and his shot-making ability, he makes the play that time.
Pass to Covington. Back to Wiggins. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Here's Kuminga. Uses the glass on the layup. Right, getting Klay Thompson back has been a major factor for their renewed success.
Well, there's no doubt how vital Klay is to this team, but you got to give credit to their overall depth. I don't think Klay was fully healthy last year at any point, so he's coming in stronger. This roster still feels like strength in numbers is in effect.
Here's Shamet. After the Warriors picking up a basket just a moment ago. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
And it's the Warriors with the ball. 4-point game. Curry passes to Thompson. On the take. It's good.
Some good force that time from Klay as he picked a good angle and busted through the defense.
Bridges outside. Curry against Paul. Pass to Shamet. The three is up. That shot is off. And Golden State will go the other way with it. The last time these two teams came together was also in this building, and they were able to win it for the home fans.
And I think they were prepared to face pressure D, but that never materialized, so they took advantage.
It took just a little bit of time, but once they figured out the D on that night, man, their offense was rolling.
Come on, guys. Check out the tenacity. There's no back down in this fellow whatsoever.
And Crowder with the jam.
Chris Paul came into the league playing unselfish, continues to do so. What a dime. What do you say about CP3 other than this guy is an all-timer? When you think about guys down the stretch who have run your offense, CP3 has to be mentioned up there. Man, he's got that touch working tonight, shooting the ball very well to start this one.
Pass to Shamet. Releases. Again, this time's good for two. As for CP, seems irreplaceable with each team he's been on.
Well, he does so much for a team in terms of just keeping accountability from the coach's voice to his. Not only does he perform at the highest level on the floor, there's a lot of things that CP3 brings off the floor that really help teach guys what being a pro is all about.
Now here's Paul, coming off a solid outing against Sacramento. Ayton against Covington, and Ayton gets it to go.
Such a tremendous physical profile that Ayton has. He's getting it done down low.
Curry passes to Wiggins. This one for three, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Now here's Bridges. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Here's Shamet. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Andrew Shamet, one of those guys continuing to hone his skills, trying to become more of an impactful player in the two-way format, both on defense and with that shooting ability.
And he drops a first after a tough decade. And look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Warriors.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
Well, I want to add also the damage that has been done on the inside. It's a lot of rubble in there, but they're continuing to go right at the defense.
You know, the point forward is an archetype that by now fans are familiar with. Grant, you were one of the OGs at the point forward. How's that position evolved in your mind?
Well, it's evolved because so many players today have the skill set to be a point forward. Before me, there were guys like Paul Pressey and Scottie Pippen in the 80s and early 90s. But as I said, players today, the skill level is so elite. And with this positionless basketball that we're in, you must have a point forward or two on your team to be successful.
Curry and Thompson pair up at the 1 and the 2. JaVale McGee out there with MP. And it's Kuminga in at the 3. That's the Warriors 5. And Phoenix has possession. The Warriors getting their last shot to go. Here's Bridges. Covington grabs the board. The Warriors leading.
Thanks. Well, MP in their last game against the Bucks was a man on a mission. He ended up with 21 points and was a constant presence on the board. Monster production. He was focused. He was relentless. Everyone is still buzzing about it, guys.
It really was some night for him. He couldn't have been much better, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. There was nothing they could do to contain him. Once he got rolling, it was game on.
And sometimes you can just look at a guy and you see the confidence that he's playing with. That's what I like best.
And the slam dunk by Thompson.
This small advantage is starting to snowball.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
Now here's Bridges. 23 points his last outing. Kuminga against Crowder. Back to Johnson to halt the run. Sinks the tray. Johnson's got his first 3 points of the game.
And Jay Crowder moving it to the open man.
Here's Curry. And again, it's Golden State.
You want to run your offense through him. A reliable scoring option.
Well, Brett, not many players love the grind of the game like Stephen Curry.
Well, when you get to a point, BA, where you're practicing and you only count the makes if it's a swish, and you count it as a miss when you hit the rim, attention to detail like that gives you all-time greats like Steph Curry.
Good work there as it goes.
Well, he passes to the wide-open man. Bridges developing some team chemistry.
Here's Curry. And the Warriors tack on 2 more.
It looks like he's got more feel tonight, like he's really got a good grip on that ball as he's letting it go.
Timeout called. The Suns. They put up a nice win against Sacramento last time out.
That was a great win for them. Nobody liked their chances coming into the game, but when they got to OT, they put the hammer down.
But once they could taste that upset, they weren't going to let this one slip away. Ferocious in that overtime period.
change here. Wiseman's checked in. And the Suns also making a change. Craig's checked in. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Ayton passes to Craig. Bridges outside. Pass to Ayton. And here's Paul. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Golden State. Covington's got 4 rebounds now. In transition, here come the Warriors. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson. And now it's an 11-point Warrior lead. The Suns have gotten only 3 of 9 attempts to fall in the second. Outside Craig. Bridges outside. The 11-footer. Covington grabs the board. Covington's got 5 rebounds in the game. Pass to Kuminga. Here's Covington. Out to Thompson. Now Kuminga. Back to Thompson. Just 5 on the clock. Outside Kuminga. Curry with it. Shoots over Paul. They grab their own miss. Here's Covington. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. And the Warriors make some changes. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Wiseman. Andrew Wiggins comes in for Kuminga. And it's Poole in for Thompson. And the Suns will go for a different look here. Birch, he's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Saric comes in for Crowder. Shamet, he's checked in for Bridges. And it's Jackson in for Paul. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Will it go? Oh, Covington with a block. Launches it. The Suns clear it. Outside Craig. Jackson outside. Ooh, he released it in time, but it's off the mark. And so it's the Golden State Warriors up 14 as we wrap up the quarter. We hear teams talk about wanting to get the ball inside, but this is how you do it. We'll be back in a moment.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Warriors.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Man, it's been quite a game for Stephen Curry.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
And this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Kicking off the second half, here's Monty Williams 5. Bridges and Crowder holding down the forward spots. Chris Paul out there with Landry Shamet, and it's Ayton in at the 5 spot.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Think about Jonathan Kuminga and how versatile this guy is, capable of playing a lot of positions, and they're exploring that.
And a big thing that makes Kuminga so valuable is his impressive length.
Well, he has the length, PA, and the strength to go with that, but it's also the lateral movement. So 3s, 4s, and 5s. This kid can absorb all that contact, and it's just such a unique skill set.
First free throw is good. Good on both.
And the Phoenix Suns have been a completely different team since acquiring Chris Paul. He's the leader of this team, and he helps set the tone on both ends.
Now here's Bridges. Looking for his first basket, still in this one. And here's Crowder from the arc. Yes! And it's Paul with the assist that time.
Looks like Crowder feels like the green light is all his on that shot.
Boy, the city of Phoenix really embracing Chris Paul as soon as he arrived.
Yeah, I mean, he's in the latter stages of his career now. But you would never know it based on how hard he plays every single night. He just makes everyone on this team so much better.
Here's Shamet. He has 6. And here's Bridges. Back to Shamet. Pass to Paul. The Suns need to get off a shot. Here's Ayton.
DeAndre Ayton was so valuable in that 2021 playoff run on the Suns. Shot over 65% the entire postseason on their way to that NBA Finals appearance.
That's good from Ayton.
Well, Ayton and efficiency go hand in hand. I mean, this guy's field goal percentage is on cloud 9.
Ayton hits them both. Now Thompson. He has 7. Pass to Covington. Now here's Thompson. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on DeAndre Ayton.
Klay Thompson is tall for a guard, so you want to utilize any advantage you have. That time height came into play.
Taking 2 shots.
And that one misses. And the former 1-1, the first overall draft pick, Ayton. He's just a different matchup.
That size, BA, and that great touch around the rim. He runs the floor. He's a big presence down there. You just don't see a ton of centers like him around this league like you once did in the 80s and early 90s. Ayton's game presents a pretty hefty matchup issue.
He hits the second from the line.
There's so many little things that Klay Thompson does for his team that go unnoticed. Trust me, they're not unappreciated.
Now here's Paul doing some damage on the offensive end, putting up a little over 14 points a game. Here's Shamet, defended by Thompson. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Paul. Offensive board. Here's Ayton. And they finally get it to go. A full night's work on the boards and one trip down the floor.
Defense unable to stop DeAndre Ayton that time, getting inside and using his frame.
Buries it from 3.
And just totally relentless. Only increasing. Intensity level.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Here's Shamet. He has 6. And the Suns getting another bucket right there.
Disappointing as a player to have such a great game and still be trailing. Not over yet, though.
The 3 from Curry. Another 3 for Golden State.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Pass to Bridges. Here's Shamet. Beyond the arc. And it's cleared by Stephen Curry.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
Since half, there's been a stark contrast between these teams. I'm talking about efficiency at the offensive end.
This team did something in halftime, going from a mild-mannered half-court executing team to some heroic shooting in the second half.
Golden State has gotten all 3 from downtown so far in the second half.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Phoenix calls timeout.
They're just giving away a run right now. The question is, can they stop the tide?
Hard to say right now. At this point, I've seen the coaches run through 2 or 3 iterations of defense. Is there a 4th? I'm not sure.
And the Warriors. And the Warriors shooting great, 62% for the field and continuing to get it done. Thompson, the 2, with Wiggins at the 3. Jonathan Kuminga is out there with MP, and it's Curry in at the 1 spot. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Now here's Thompson. And the shot goes down. And the Warriors lead by 18.
I mean, he can just put in difficult shots from time to time, not affected at all by the contact.
Back to Paul. Now here's Ayton. Pass to Craig. Now here's Ayton. Over to the left wing. Here's Shamet. From downtown, it's good. The assist that time from Paul.
3-pointer.
Paul's got 3 assists tonight.
In full-on catch-up mode. They're raining threes right now.
Now Wiggins. Covington with it. Back to Wiggins. Lets the 3 fly. Connects from downtown.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the 3-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Pass to Paul. Lobs it up, and the ball out of play. The Warriors will have it.
I'm all for the crowd interacting with the players, but not so much the players interacting with the crowd. That one, errant pass.
And a second look at that rejection, taking no prisoners on defense there.
Showing no signs of giving up this lead. That block sent shockwaves into the opposition sails.
And just about a minute and a half gone by in the 4th. And here's Curry for 3. Another 3 for Golden State.
Exactly what every offense needs. Shooters who can force the defense to extend.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
Now here's Ayton. Pass to Shamet. Here's the floater. Klay Thompson pulls down the board.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
Wiggins passes to Covington. Count that bucket.
They're making it look easy out there, just having fun.
Yeah, some of these nights you got to enjoy yourself. Not too much at the expense. The other team, but right now this team is balling.
Now here's Craig. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the 4th. And Ayton gets it to go.
It's one thing to get to your spots. It's another thing to shoot with that kind of rhythm. And DeAndre Ayton in one right now.
Curry passes to Covington. And the jam by Covington.
I really don't think there's any way to slow them down. They have the defense scrambling out there.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
Here's Shamet following the score by Golden State. Crowder right side. Here's Shamet. He's covered by Curry. Shamet, no good.
Well, it's a make-or-miss league. Sometimes the Jays just don't fall. It wasn't a bad shot.
Curry passes to Thompson. Well, your Hall of Fame dad, Rick, made some interesting comments, Brent. One of them encouraging the league to crack down on illegal screens.
No way, B.A. My dad said something that was controversial or interesting. You got to get out of here. Yeah, I mean, illegal screens, do we want to see less of them? Sure.
Now here's Paul. Pass to Shamet. Ayton with it. Goes back up. Doesn't go for him. Good D by Covington.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Warriors.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
Boy, we can't say enough about what a talented team this is. Their 68th win coming for them in what's already been a very successful run.
They had their number all year long. That 4-0 record says it all. They had the advantage in every crucial area.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Stephen Curry.
Just knows how to fill it up, and that's exactly what he did tonight. Nobody that they assigned to him could really get a handle on him.
Third personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
And so Golden State takes this one, and by a big margin. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful performance.
And I'm sure their fans appreciated it, too. We saw the outstanding defense and a loaded offensive effort. They were just dominant out there.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. So alongside Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, Brent Barry, and our entire 2K crew, I'm Brian Anderson saying thank you for watching. So long, everyone.
Wow. I didn't get no 20 points on soft, so okay. Rookie of the month. Me. So long as I keep going and doing what I'm supposed to do. There we go. C. Home with Grin. Number 7 on the rookies. That's a dude who blocked me like 7 times in one game. Not just me, other people too, other players too in the game. So, okay, in awards. That's good. What time is it? Okay, I have a couple more minutes. Then I can go ahead and jump in the car. I can go to my uncle's house. I can go practice, yes. Practice. I can get this badge. Then I can go ahead and just let's go.
Hey, need some help?
Oh, excuse me. Playmaker. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. I've been broken everything.
Let's get everyone over here and get started. Here's what we're gonna do. You got it. You got it. Come on, man.
Yo, we got this. Don't worry.
They sure don't want to give me nothing. I'll beat that dude. Come on now. Come on. I beat that dude. Now I can see he threw me on the chase down block, but I beat him.
Get your mind right.
So I need to do that. So I think early. Nothing. I'll do it again. Let's go. Playmaker. I'll try this one.
I see you want to sharpen those passing skills. Let's get you going.
Get it started, man. Let's get it started. 5 seconds. Hit the clock, man. Keep shooting. Yo, look at the clock. Hey, he can ball, huh? What's the foul?
Magic Johnson.
Hey, yo, look at the clock. And one. Don't forget the clock.
Okay, I'm doing good on this one.
Don't forget the clock. Hey, don't forget the clock now. You can't play with me. Yo, get it up. Bye.
Okay. Got it.
Yes, sir.
So I should get a bash for this one. There we go. I'm going off. I'll do this one. Dancing.
Let's get to work. Here's what we're going to do.
I'll probably do this twice. Come up. Okay, yeah, I'm going this way.
I got your help.
Look at me.
We're here.
Oh, that's a different one, my fault. Pick my roll. Come on.
You're like money in the bank.
Screen. I got your help.
As you see, I already got 3 stars already.
Hey.
to this video.
Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do. You got it. Come on, man. Let's go. Hey, right here. Trifecta, baby.
Easy.
There you go. Come get this. One more. Go over it. Hey, what's the play?
We've been ready. We were too strong, baby. Too strong.
What's the road? Get out all day. Switch.
That's what I want to see.
What's message? I'm getting called back tomorrow.
Oh, you done? You done?
Oh. Did not get 2 badges. Well, thank you guys. When I do watch it, thank you very much. Y'all have a great one. Be good. Stay inside.